Today marks President Trump's 100th day in office. His second term has consisted of a rapid issuing of executive orders, mass firings in the federal government, controversial cabinet picks, and more. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live. Rachel, how do congressional members feel about the president's first 100 days?
Good evening, Lindsay. So Republicans, they're saying that the president is doing essentially what he campaigned on. Democrats, they would describe it as his first 100 days as tearing up the country. Really, it just kind of depends on who you talk to. But political scientists that I spoke with says that Trump's first 100 days could be described as political shock and awe. Political scientists say the idea of gauging a president in the first 100 days came from FDR, who brought in Congress for 100 straight days to pass 15 bills to recover from the Great Depression.
Since that time, we've been using that as a marker to see how much the president gets done. The reason why the first 100 days are important is because there hasn't been much resistance to the president over time. The president also loses power over time because he becomes less popular, because it's simply not possible for the president to fulfill all of the different promises that he makes in order to become president.
This week, the White House is touting President Donald Trump's first 100 days. Polls recently show a dip in the president's popularity due to tariffs, but the White House has maintained he is keeping a lot of campaign promises, like mass deportations, issuing a flurry of executive orders, gutting the size of the federal workforce, shaking up global relations, and more.
This president has done a lot of executive actions, which of course can be undone by his successor. We're really looking for legislation to see if that's going to be passed, and so far it's been really light for Donald Trump.
Here's what congressional members have to say about Trump's 100 days.
First 100 days of the Trump administration have been characterized by chaos, cruelty, and corruption.
When I campaigned across Pennsylvania with President Trump, he was promising change, and he was promising a number of very specific things he was going to do. At the top of the list was the border. Secure the border. I mean, he has been unbelievably successful. He's made huge strides on energy, which is so important to Erie. And then a personal thing was Mark Fogel. He and his team negotiated the release of Mark Fogel, who was a Pittsburgher held in a Russian gulag. That was something I had promised to his mom that we would work on. And to see Mark come home and be at the White House to greet him was a big deal.
And Lindsay, the president is not in Washington today for this 100-day mark. He is actually celebrating and holding a rally over in or nearby Detroit, Michigan. Lindsay, back to you.